Hi all, thanks for joining again. Welcome to one more AI powered session. What if I tell you this PowerPoint presentation, HTML document being prepared less than 2 minutes 50 seconds? Yes, you heard right. This is uh, 2026 market analysis for AI stock investment. You see slide number 1. If you see how beautifully it has been generated by Claude Code, research is awesome, mind blowing, and insane. So you see, I have just given a prompt, create me a report which is giving market analysis as per Hague's analysis in US. You see how beautifully it is analyzed, and it has given all the market leaders present in it, in the market, in US market, which having the YOU growth 2026 investment and primary focus. How beautiful it is. Look at the patterns it has given and what is the overall information it has given. The way the information it is put forth in front of a beginner, it is mind blowing and extravagant. You see, Amazon has, I just simple ask, give me the report monopoly stocks in the market, and he has given this much, and it has given the market analysis, all this hardware, software, leaders, along with roles, key strategies, cloud infrastructure, and ROI analysis. And if you see record breaking capitalization and deployment, and it has given the company names which we don't know also. XI, if you see, it is one of the key player, private one, and 20 billion investment is there. And you see OpenAI 110 billion, and it has valuation is 840 billion. And look at this, these figures will help us to bring down our investments in Indian market based on the AI structure in doing globally. And you see, it has given the key insights. Capital is reconstructing, and then partnership, who owns that? You see how beautiful it is given, and it has given real growth in revenues, market fundamentals, hyperscaler benefits, semiconductor industries, ROI failures, evaluations, risk that it has been taken. How beautifully done. And it has also given you a key takeaway. If you want to invest, if you want to take your investment to one level, and if you want to do for 6 months of investment and a short term or long term, this is going to be a mind blowing report for you. And you see market analysis and response startups, everything in this. And it is asking me to give any questions I have or anything I need to ask, also it can answer. This report is being created in Claude Code with skills. And today session will be learn create skill along with Claude Code 2.0 new implementation, that is Loop. Let us dive in. So as you can see, in my Visual Studio, I'm already in the Claude Code and Visual Studio IDE. And if you see, I have already created. How can you go create a skill with such kind of what you called in a prompt? So you can go to, I have, so go here, type skill, and then go to create skill. And once you go there, then it will ask you to prompt the details. And once you give, and you can give a like prompt, you are a market analysis, as per your prompt. I have already framed my prompt, like I have given a prompt for the financial, getting the details, like it will having the be a high level expertise on financial report and investment advisor, portfolio manager with more than 15 years of experience in US market and Indian market. Like I have given examples as well, like sir, the figures we follow, like Ajay Baga sir and Anil Singh sir. So I have given like both of them, and want to prepare skill in Claude Code on Indian market analysis or US market. where monopoly stocks are down by 30 to 49% because there is a Iran US war is going on, and it is being that impact is high on all the markets. So I want those stocks which are down due to the other temporary reasons and but fundamentally strong. So BP ratio, I have given few of the parameters as well. That is, management is strong, fundamentally strong properties, PE ratio below 30%, RO, return of investment above 30%, consistently positive, and EPF, positive EPS, and must have FII and DII holding record. I have given more than 5%. If you want less or preferred, you can give accordingly and configure your prompt. And then minimum 20% growth last 3 years. So in that, when you do that and configure the skill, then once you skill configured, and then come here and you can try and check your skill is created or not. Then go, I'll check the skill now here. You see, four skills are there. I have created this one as well as this one, and Indian stock screener, and this skill set whichever I have created now. If you see, it is here. AI stock investment presentation. This is the skill I have created, AI stock and the landscape for 2025 and 2026 market analysis. In this, if you see AI investment booms, it has given 70 just before I showed you the what you call that PPT presentation, sorry, HTML presentation, where you saw all the details. So here giving 70 billion in combination of AI infrastructure, 22 billion raised by, and this is all. If you see slide, it has been prepared with the like the HTML generation, whatever here in the left side. If you see, there are two files has been created. Here, this MD file, it has all the presentations of whatever data dynamically being called, and it is present here. So this skill set whatever we have created, this is for today EOD. So suppose you want for tomorrow, you see how beautifully it has given all the slides. AI startups, AI graphical investment, and distribution, 8 investment dynamic, and then key competitors. And if you see here, partners as stakes, and like just now I showed you. So this competition, but this report will be remain in our end. If you see, and it is here, the ROI challenges also shown. $700 billion direct AI revenue, 25%. If you see here, failure rate is telling 20, only 25%, and 95% is failure in the infrastructure. The reason being, money has been announced, but only 25 billion is being invested. So in that way, when you see in the news, like major infrastructure change has been done, and based on that growth, if you see, and Indian market, if some stocks are moving, but real growth is 95%, data is not being used yet, money is being still there. So that's the reason Claude has analyzed with this new skill creator, and it has given RO failure of 95. So better go before invest. This is not a investment advice. Please feel free to put your effort, some effort definitely, to analyze it, then use. This is based on the data. Claude Code pulled it from NSE, BSE, and Screener. I used these tools to pull it and to query the data that is publicly available. Yeah. And then how beautifully, if you see, Claude has given the analysis. AI service generated 4% of infrastructure spending. So before you invest in the infrastructure, AI infrastructure, listening into the some of the new big boss declaration, do think about it. And here, data center construction cannot build fast. So in that way, you can get a insight like investment for, if you have long term investment goals in your mind, you can invest for your long term data center construction projects and all. And power equipment, if you see electrical energy section syllabus, these are given. Okay, so likewise, and this report we have created, if you see, how can you set up it for a this is for today EOD evening we have done, but this report has to be generated if each day to get our insight. It is important to get the insight every day. So how can you do that? So in this way, if you go here, there is a loop. If you use this loop and run it for every 10 minutes, this is the loop command, and you can loop for every 10 minutes, run this and share me the report. What it will do, this loop will uh, run every 10 minutes, and it will show you this report will be modified, and you will get the this updated report. So there are few parameters you need to consider. Just a second, let me remove it for you so that we can see. You go, if you see here, it has loop, then interval you can give seconds, or you can minutes, or you can give in day or in hour. So for this reason, if you want, you can give in minute. I have given like run in each minutes, but this is not required. End of day is okay. So you can ask him to run each hour, then and the prompt. So prompt means run the, so I'll give 8 hours and run the AI stock. Or if you see in our skills, we have Indian screeners was there. You can loop it accordingly. Let me quickly, if you see, I have a Indian stock screener is there. So you can copy like this and go slash loop and interval. Uh, I'll give 10 minutes for the timing, and then run the this kind of like this. You can enter and try. If you give, then click on enter, it will give you the results. So for the timing, I am stopping it. The reason being, I have already run, and in the loop it is coming like this. And this is not the only way what you can say ki loop can run. Loop can do enormous work. So what are the enormous works it can do? You can make your loop like every 10 minutes, uh, for every, for this format I have given for every 10 minutes. This is the thing. uh, Let me quickly pull the prompt. Check my folder and check my inbox and check for important emails. So if your email is configured, then it will check, or it will ask you, uh, it will ask whether you have to connect to Gmail or email, or if you have downloaded it to your local also, it can give you like this. You can try. And this loop has a limitations. What are the limitation? Advantage is like you can schedule it a task. recurring, and you can try, just a second. So in this, what we learn, like if we have a loop, we can create a skill and we can loop it and we can try it out. And what are the advantage is schedule a task, recurring task, and continuously run on the active sessions. So but this loop has a limitation. So what are the limitation? Loop expire after 3 days, only live in your current session. If you close the session, loop will be over, and don't catch if session is closed. So those are the important stuffs we need to do before we go and check. And here, let me quickly show. If you see in the loop, once loop is done, and you will get a token like this. And in this token, once it will reach the time frame, it is kind of a scheduler. It's a cron job, like schedule task. So once that is done, what it will do, after 10 minutes, it will come and remind you this much email has been received, you received it, and you have, so make sure you will use it. So what are the measure where the corporate life will sit on it? So in this way, you can build, managers can build their reports with a presentation that has to be like extravaganza report, you can say dashboard with high quality. And you can try with your developer. At the end of, you have a merge conflict, you have a PR, and you have to PR raise, but you don't remember. By end of day, if you look, you use the loop. In this loop, it will give you a reminder, this much is there, please close it before shutting down. So but there is one more things also I want to remind. In desktop, Claude scheduler is there. What is the difference between a scheduler and a loop? In this loop will be expired, but in the scheduler, when you close the desktop version of it, it will not stop. Next day it will check and start. That is the only difference between loop and this thing. So these beautiful reports you can try, and developers can use loops for their uh, for PR check. And if you have a corporate life, developers and testers can, automated test engineers can use for PR checking or merge reflected conflicts if arising. Those things they can take care of it. And manager level, test managers can go for, and architecture level, they can create amazing reports through this. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you. If you like it, feel free to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you. Sona signing off.